Okay. And I'm proud to be an American where housing crisis, wildfires, and bad insurance run free. Okay, those aren't the words we know, but let's be honest with ourselves. That's the America we know. And as an American citizen, I see and hear about these issues all the time. In fact, America has a lot of problems that we like to just ignore or brush under the rug, or push under the rug. One of the biggest problems is insurance coverage, or lack thereof. In fact, poor insurance coverage affects more than individuals with denied claims. According to the American Prospect, wildfires, hurricanes, and floods destabilize a lightly regulated industry, and this has spillover effects into broader financial markets. Bad insurance affects us all, and that brings me to my question today. What is one crisis that the U.S. federal government should solve in 2025? And my answer is insurance coverage. Nobody can afford insurance, nobody has their claims covered, and everything is getting crazy. In fact, all of the latest news is literally related to insurance. The California mayor cutting homeowners insurance right before the wildfires happened. Luigi Mangione killing the CEO of United Healthcare. It all ties back to insurance. And in fact, there are 3 sectors that I'd like to focus on today: homeowners insurance, healthcare insurance, and auto insurance. Let's start with homeowners insurance. According to Bankrate, California and Florida are some of the states with the worst insurance coverage. In fact, Florida's insurance crisis was brought about by excessive insurance fraud, while California's insurance crisis was brought about by complicated regulations. But both of these states have one element in common: extreme weather. These states are experiencing crazy weather all the time. In fact, Florida has experienced $238 billion in damage due to hurricanes, while California has experienced $183 billion by the current wildfires. And get this, 30 Florida insurance companies left the state, while 12 California insurance companies also left the states just because they couldn't raise prices. These are insurance companies who are literally leaving the state because they can't raise their prices on families who have already lost everything. Bruh, that's super bad and awful. We should fix that. Now let's talk about healthcare insurance. No one can afford it either. Basically, according to KFF.org, 50% of American adults say that they can't afford their healthcare insurance rates. 50%! And you can't help it if you get sick or if you get in an accident. So it's not your fault if you need to pay for something and then the insurance won't cover it. That's really bad and really awful, and that stinks. Also, because of high insurance rates, a lot of times people avoid getting necessary healthcare that they need just because they know that they can't afford these rates. So maybe a person who has like a broken foot won't go to the hospital because like, I can't afford that hospital bill. You need to be able to afford that hospital bill. Also, people oftentimes go into medical debt because of bad insurance rates. Actually, according to CNN, 80% of American individuals said that they had to go into debt because they couldn't afford their insurance rates. What is the point of paying for insurance for them to cover your expenses if they're not going to cover your expenses? I know that my family has a long history with medical complications, and we've had to go into a lot of medical debt because our insurance wouldn't cover our stuff. It's not our fault. That's not my fault. America, fix that, please. Also, yeah, it's really, really bad. Now, let's talk about auto insurance. Auto insurance also sucks. So people cannot really afford a lot of insurance rates because of inflation. In fact, inflation causes a lot of insurance rates to rise, and then people can't afford it. Also, paying for, it becomes really expensive to replace or repair damaged car parts or even damaged vehicles because of supply chain disruptions and inflation, like I just said. Also, auto insurance people they're the worst. This is the worst sector that we need to fix. Literally, a couple months ago, my car, my beloved Prius named Helen, which I love so much, got attacked by rodents. Squirrels and rats ate my engine, or they ate my battery, and they ate my AC, and In July, whenever I was driving my car, I was like, my AC sounds really weird. So I told my dad, and he's like, don't worry. It's just hot outside. It's just sounding weird. And it was like, and it would like sound like there was rustling in my car. And I was like, this is really bad. And all of a sudden, my AC just stopped working. So my parents were like, okay, you have an oil change. In a couple weeks, we'll take your car in. That's when we found out rodents ate my car. And then my car sat in the Toyota dealership for literally 1 month because our insurance wouldn't get back to the Toyota company being like, hey, we'll cover this. Hey, we won't cover this. Our insurance company claimed that we were negligent and that I should have known that my car was getting eaten by rats. So then they were like, we're not going to cover everything because you were negligent. I've never heard of rats I've never heard of rodents eating someone's car. So we missed out on insurance coverage because of this issue that I've never even heard of. Furthermore, auto insurance people don't know everything, obviously. So oftentimes they either undercharge or overcharge you. Whenever I got my car back, 2 weeks later, these guys called us and they were like, hey, you forgot to pay for a part that's actually $700. And we're like, no, we paid for this part. And they're like, no, you didn't pay for this part. And we're like, yes, we did. So we basically went back and forth. And overall, auto insurance is really bad. They don't know what the heck's going on. So basically, I am proud to be an American, but unfortunately, America sucks. And there's a lot of issues that we need to solve. Basically, we should focus on insurance coverage or lack thereof. We have to focus on 3 main sectors: homeowners insurance, healthcare insurance, and auto insurance. Because these are markets that affect us all. Most people own a house, most people drive a car, most people experience medical complications at some point in their life. So yeah, America, we should solve this in 2025. Thank you.